fine. A little too fixated on the users, but fine. I think I scare him a little. The elevator door opens. It's time to visit the man who called you here. Prinz may consider this an office, but it's more of a shrine. User memorabilia lines the walls. Prinz stands by the window, looking out over the city. He turns and smiles as you both enter. You found a friend, Grish. Grish snorts. Hired one for me, Prinz. I did, and you seem exceptionally happy to have the company. Prinz chuckles to himself. Oh, I don't like you. You are off-putting. Very glad you could join us, Query. You've come very highly recommended. Reputation is everything. Or, no. Ooh. I do the work. So I've heard. Welcome. Prinz steps in front of his desk. He registers your confusion at the bright lights on its surface. A little showy, perhaps. I've been told it looks like a shrine, but much like the users, I enjoy a little theater. I mean, that's fair. What happened here? That's a longer conversation, I fear. Prinz smiles another smile. It's a smile calculated in its charm. The kind of self-conscious allusion to kindness that you've only seen in those with assured authority. Ah, he's an asshole. Grish, still standing, tenses. He's seen that smile too many times. Tell me, Query, for whom do you fight? It's an interesting question. I fight for the users. I'm a disciple of Tron. I fight for the users. Another smile, more sincere this time. Ah, a traditionalist, a program after my own heart. A user set this world in motion with vision, purpose, a steadfast ethical framework. Prinz steps back to the window. Flynn built this world for us, Query. He built us an ark safe from Clue, from his intolerance of our own kind, of our kind. We must never forget what we owe, whose grace we rely upon. He saw the potential of the ISOs and our value. Okay, time for some exposition. Okay. Your order was created with similar optimism, the disciples of Tron, independent seekers of truth in the face of tyranny. It's all very impressive, I'm sure. You too are part of Flynn's design. Do not forget it. He will return. Woo! Ah! Ooh! Ah! Do I play this? I don't think he's coming back. I know he's not coming back, but we owe him everything. We surely do, program. We surely do. Grish tenses. Boss and I have different views on the subject. I fight for the programs of the repository. In the war, they taught us to fight for the one next to us. Keep things simple. Prinz founds. Your loyalty to those around you is why I indulge your argumentative demeanor, Grish. But loyalty without faith is a fickle thing. I disagree with that sentiment. My faith is strong. Not entirely convinced. Prinz moved towards a bookcase. My interest in the users goes beyond blind faith. I imagine you've noticed my collection. Very impressive. Thank you. Does any piece in particular catch your eye? Colorful boxes. Prinz moves to the shelf, removing a box. This is a user entertainment. A video stored on an analog magnetic tape. They record fictional performances and share or sell them to each other. He smiles as he looks at the tape. This was apparently one of Flynn's favorites. I've not watched it, but the user on the cover looks heroic enough. This is an identity disc? Prinz shakes his head. Nowhere near as precise. Events are shown in abbreviated fashion in a two-dimensional image. No eternal processes are recorded. They are obtuse, abstract. But according to our records, users love them. Prinz places the book back on the shelf. Cute. Prinz smiles. Indeed. Prinz's face stiffens. For the first time, he lets the stress of recent events show on his face. Prinz? It's impossible to tell if Grinch is sympathetic or frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. I like the outfit. Tonight, the unacceptable has occurred. Our repository has been broken into and our work is in great danger. I'm sure Grish told you about the explosion. Our vault... We have been attacked. I don't know for sure who did this, but I have my suspicions. I need to know who is responsible and what they stole from us. Okay, what was in the vault? A good question. I don't know. We serve at the pleasure of Core, and they move items in and out as they please. He looks down. I wish I had a better answer, but for now, I'm in the dark. I'm as in the dark as you. My building is host to a great many treasures, but presumably tonight someone stole our greatest jewel. Prinz gestures broadly. The programs with the answers are throughout this tower. I'm hoping that an outsider like yourself may be able to find the truth to all this. I'd start with the crime scene itself, or the suspect we already caught. It was necessary to contain the threat. Absolutely. Grish turns toward you. A visiting dignitary. I don't like new faces. Not when there's a coincidental explosion moments after their arrival. One of my men secured the prisoner immediately. We've created temporary accommodations in the library. Give my apologies to Ada when you see her. Not exactly her role to play jailer. I'll start with the vault. No need to tell me, program. The DOT are independent of my authority. I hope that you also remember your oath of non-interference. Come back here when you have anything to tell me or any questions I can answer. Prinz's smile broadened. It's been good to talk to you, Query. I will make it known to my staff you are to be supported in your investigation. I believe you can do good work here. This is my repository. I will do everything I can to help you. Come to me if you need anything. You leave the office. Grish follows. For the users. He just winked at me? I think he just winked at me. Okay, here we go. I just love the aesthetic of this world. So, wow, okay. A memory of great energy hangs in the air. The vault, what's left of it at least, is incredible. Hot red. So, he's not human. He is, well. Hot red light permeates to every corner, highlighting the blue cracks and damage of the explosion. I know. I'm a smart-ass giggle. I can't help it. The heat of that light is matched only by the cold of the wind blowing through the outside. In the place of the vault interior is the gaping wound of the blast. The light of the city outside is weightless. Slumped in the corner, you see only other program present. A guard, an exhausted face looks up and back at you. Their clothes are more ornate than Grish's. This isn't one of his guards. A Core honor guard, maybe. What happened? A good question. You turn to Grish. Hang back, okay? He nods. Whatever their garden's gone. They didn't talk much after the explosion. I left them here to recover. He stands back by the door as you approach. Hey, what's your name? It's only now you realize looking at the guard how young they are. Their hair and uniform are pretty messed up, but this guard isn't more than a kid. Jesus, yeah, he is. Wow. Young program. A kid left to guard something worth destroying this vault over. I'm Query, a DOT. I'm here to help. Okay. Am I in trouble? Not at all. Oh. Good. This is going nowhere fast. The guard needs help. Likely this close to the blast, the entire memory is locked out. You kneel down in front of them, gesture toward the identity disc on their back. I'm Query, a DOT. You said that already. I did. If you'll let me, I can skim your disc, help you put some of the details together, maybe start to figure out what happened here. Dell! Hi, how's it going? Okay. They understand. You reach over, take their disc. Time to make some connections. Program sat in the branches of a tree looking down to their friend. Cass, what are you doing? Cass was sitting at the tree's roots, fiddling with some fallen data shards, looking at them intently. Cass! Cass looked... Cass. C-A-S-S. Cass looked up from their twigs, locking eyes with their friend in a tree. A smile paused between them, and then Cass returned to their twigs, observing their digital nuance, pondering it. You replace the disc on the guard's back. Cass. My name is Cass. It's a start. You smile and help Cass to their feet. Steady there. They make a concentrated effort to stay standing and manage it. Unsteadily, but vertical. Thank you. Feels like an explosion just happened. Light and sound all around me. It was horrible. You look at the gaping void of the vault and the city lights beyond. Do you remember anything else? Anything at all? Cass steps over to look over the city with you. Like what? Let's see. A program. Anyone else here before the explosion? Cass considers. I don't remember anyone. I was alone before it happened. I think it's hazy. I'm trying to be helpful, I swear. It just all keeps slipping through my fingers. The explosion fried their memories. You'll need to come back, work through this with them. Your only witness barely remembers anything beyond their name. Do you have any questions for me? 1. What's DOT? You chuckle. You've never been asked that before. Saying DOT tends to make programs less talkative, if anything. Well, he seems young. I don't know if he'd know Tron. I'm a detective. I solve mysteries. Cass looks at you quizzically. And you're here to solve the mystery of me? Well, of the explosion. Seems to satisfy them. I will get the truth of this. It's my only function. I'll find out what happened here. You walk back towards the door. Grish is waiting for you. Tough kid. Indeed. Always admired the Corps Honor Guard. Ruthlessly efficient. Best on the grid. You know Grish's respect. Not something you've seen much of tonight. You hope it's well placed. Should move on. He's right. It's time. Perhaps the prisoner in the library will have more to say.